Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. My name's Lisa Huber, and you're listening to the Divine I Am Broadcast Network, where we bring spiritual and metaphysical awareness from the heart to the public. And it's my pleasure today to introduce my very dear friend, Brenda Lynn, aka Tara Lynn. She's
Hello.
she's an amazing tarot reader, and she combines tarot with astrology to enhance her readings. And her mission is to help uplift and support people on her personal journeys. Welcome, Tara Lynn.
Thank you for the introduction. Thank you for the
Thank you, sweetheart.
welcoming. I'm so happy to be here again. And yeah, let's get started. So I wanted to show everybody some new goodies I got. So I got this little tiny tarot deck. It's the
Oh my God,
tiniest
it's
thing
so
ever.
tiny. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, it's the tiniest thing ever. I can do tarot anywhere, anytime. Look at how tiny the cards are. And I realized, right, so tiny. But I realized that, like, I've always just had an attraction to miniature things. And looking more into my astrology, I kind of realized why. I have a moon in Gemini, and Gemini, they rule all those tiny things, they rule the hands. Astrology just gets so deep. And the moon is like your personal feelings, like those inner feelings that nobody really gets to see, that inner dialogue that nobody gets to see, but the people that do get to see it are the people closest to you. So yeah, I figured that out, why I like tiny things like this. um, I also wanted to show some crystals I got today. I got this Super 7 crystal that really helps with, heightening your spiritual gifts. It helps with your third eye. It really helps to cleanse any energy around you. It stops your aura from leaking any energy. So this is really cool, and I've been dying to get my hands on it, and I finally got it today. Um,
Awesome.
yeah, I love crystals, and you can also use crystals to enhance your own readings and to just connect deeper with yourself, and to just help you on your journey of development and just becoming better and more evolved and just more you, but in a positive way. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I got this clear quartz point. It's polished. I usually like the crystals that are more like raw, like this, because I feel like they're
Me
more
too.
authentic. Yeah,
Yes.
more like I feel like they're just more authentic. And like when they're polished, they're beautiful. Like this one's polished, but I
Mm-hmm.
prefer a raw crystal. Um, so I don't know if you can see. A friend gifted me this clear quartz necklace. I've just been in
It
love
looks
with clear quartz.
beautiful.
I have this clear quartz ring.
Oh,
I
you're all blinged
love
out.
it. Uh
I
huh.
love that. I love it.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I have a
No
bunch of them
problem.
around here too. And my son, my 15-year-old son's really layering them on his wrist a lot lately. And I'm like, you water sign, you go. So I
Yeah,
just,
they're
I just,
just.
well, I'm sorry.
Go
Go ahead,
ahead.
honey. I just wanted to welcome in real quick. I saw in Clubhouse we have Bahi. Sorry to break out my magnifying glass, and Mystic and Jamie and Rhonda, Julie, Hunter, and Janine and Mamie and Simon joined. Guys, I'm going to send you an invite up. I hope you get it because we've been having trouble with invites coming up. So sending them right now. And in the feeds, I noticed Stasia and Ira. Welcome, guys. And Zanula and Bev. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Please share this out. We'd love more people to come in. The more, the merrier. We're going to be here for a fun-filled hour. And whenever you're ready, just let me know. Let me know, Tara Lynn.
I'm ready.
Awesome. I'm going to go right into Bahi because Bahi, once again, thank you so much for helping us with our tech. And also I wanted to say if you're in Clubhouse, per Clubhouse rules, could you please type in permission in that bottom left-hand chat box so that I have permission for you to be recorded because we're on a live show and it's going to be across all the platforms in our podcast. Thank you so much, guys. And one last note, we are going to play this game. I was talking to Brenda Lynn. It's called You've Been Selected by the Collective. If you, in this how it goes, if you receive a reading, we're going to ask you for a number based on how many people are in our feeds, across our feeds. And then we will continue on like that, and we're just gonna have some fun. Okay, so let me check in with Bahi. Bahi, are you there?
Yes.
Hey,
Hi,
Bahi.
Bahi. Bahi, Terralyn.
Hi.
Terralyn Bahi.
Hi, Terlin. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. So, Lisa, are we jumping into the readings?
Would you? Yeah. Do you want to do that? And then, and
Absolutely.
okay. And just so y'all know, she does a little bit of numerology. I don't know if you're doing that tonight, but
No, yeah,
you
of
do
course. Of course.
it. I love what
Um,
you do.
all right. So, I've already saged my deck, but just in case I have some more sage here and stuff like that. So, all right. Bahi, I'm getting the number 6 for you. 6 is about being nurturing, caring. Maybe you're at a time in your life when you want to nurture others, or you've been nurturing and caring for others more, or maybe you're at a time in your life where you want more of that. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle this deck 6 times. And Spirit is asking me to select 3 cards for you, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, I like to knock 3 times on my deck. Okay. Okay. So, Bahi, the first card you got was the Devil card in the reverse position. Now, don't be alarmed. This is not a scary card to get. When it's in the reverse, this just shows that your focus is not much on the material things. I think you're not a materialistic surface level kind of person. You like to get deep. You like to know people. Um, you know, know their heart, know their feelings, their true intentions. Like, I think that you really value people, quality time. You value self-care, and you're not about to prioritize your job over your health or your family. And with the Devil card in the reverse position, this shows like a lot. um this is also a card of maybe you releasing certain addictions. Let's say maybe you were addicted to, and this is just an example, like smoking cigarettes, or you're a heavy drinker. This could show you literally removing the shackles from your neck and freeing yourself of that addiction, freeing yourself of a job that maybe wasn't valuing you. The next card I got for you was the Seven of Pentacles in a reverse position. Maybe you invested your time, energy, money, love into a relationship. Maybe you invested actual money into some kind of investment that you thought was really going to pay off, but it didn't pay off the way you expected it to. And I feel like this is more of a lesson on your end to learn, like, hey, maybe next time I won't put so much effort, energy, money, or love into this thing, because obviously, it didn't give me back exactly what I thought it would. Maybe you thought this thing was going to bring you a lot more value, or a lot more money, or a lot more love than it really did. And you realize that after the fact. But no reason to fret. Now you know better. So now maybe I should put my love, energy, money, and time and attention into something else. The third card I got for you was the Ten of Wands in an upright position. And Bahi, this shows that you are just carrying a lot. You probably feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, but you don't complain. This is you just trekking it. Like, you're carrying all that responsibility. Maybe you're carrying problems that are not even your own. Maybe, your family has been confiding in you that they've been going through a lot of hard time, and you're just holding on to that as well. You're taking on that burden. But like I said, you don't complain about it. When the Ten of Wands is upright, this says, figure out what your priorities are and focus on that. Don't kill yourself. Don't break your back over things that, you know, aren't really adding to you, aren't really giving you that value, aren't really uplifting you, making you better. And that was my reading for you. I really hope you enjoyed that. I hope you resonated with that. Um, Let me know what you think.
Yeah, of course. All is correct, and it was very useful. Thank you so much for your reading. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you so much for your feedback.
Thank
Um,
you, Bahi. Oh, sorry. Got that little incense going into my throat. That was not smart, right, Brenda?
that happens. That definitely does
Mm.
happen.
Oh, and I wanted to say, guys, just so you know, and you're amazing. Brenda she's a little under the weather, and she did not cancel this live. So I am just you're amazing. You just I hope you take care after this. Get some, rest and nest massages your feet and
Yeah, I mean, I'm having some hibiscus tea, so hopefully, you know, it gets me right. Um,
yes.
I'm not gonna let this little cold stop me from shining my light and just
Oh, I appreciate
being
you.
me.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you, honey. And
Thank
Bahi,
you,
are you
Lisa.
still? Thank you, honey. Bahi, are you still there?
Yes.
Could you please pick a number between 1 and 5?
Um. Okay. Maybe 3.
3. Thank you so much, Bahi. And
Sure.
Bahi, you just selected from the collective Stasia. Yay! She said, I would love a reading if drawn.
Okay, I would love to do one for you, Stasia.
Mhm.
I don't know why, but from your picture, and your picture is so tiny, like I see, it's like a little tiny circle. I'm getting a heavy 4 energy. So with 4s, the focus is definitely on family. I don't know, maybe you've been thinking about family a lot. Maybe you've been thinking about starting a family. Um, Maybe you've been spending a lot of time with family. But not only that, 4 is all about, excuse me, the home. It's also about nurturing and caring for others, especially like family. Um, so I'm going to go ahead, shuffle my deck 4 times. And I also feel called to choose 3 cards for you. Okay. Right. Okay. So, Stasia, you got the 8 of Swords in a reverse position. And with the 8 of Swords in a reverse position, this is somebody who's freed themselves from a mental prison. You know, when I see this card, I think of someone who was in a situation that they just felt familiar with and comfortable with, and they found it really hard to separate themselves from that situation because it was familiar and it was comfortable. It's not something, you know, you didn't want to just leave that situation behind because you didn't know what was to come next. But I feel like you found the power to release yourself, to take this blindfold off and see the situation for what it was, and you removed yourself from it. So now you're in the process of healing. You're in the process of, first of all, healing your mental, you know, replacing negative thoughts with positive thoughts, uplifting yourself more. Maybe when you were going through this tough time, you were isolating yourself from others. You were going through a lot of anxiety, feelings of uncertainty. Um, this is definitely a heavy, like, anxiety card. And maybe back then when you were going through this specific situation, you felt like you didn't know how you were going to free yourself, or maybe you felt that you didn't have what it took to free yourself. But like I said, this card shows me that you mustered up that power to be like, this is not for me anymore. Even if it's comfortable, even if it's familiar, I have to go. And this is such an empowering thing. You've got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So I feel like oftentimes you need some grounding. I feel like maybe you can be an overthinker. Maybe, you worry a lot. So with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, I would suggest maybe going outside into nature, putting your feet in the grass, meditating, anything that can help you to settle your mind. Like I said, maybe you overthink a lot. Maybe you have a lot of anxiety and it drives you nuts. But on the other hand, this could also touch on your finances. Maybe, you spend more than you make. Maybe you've been having trouble saving because every time you walk down the street, you see a store and it's like, oh, I need something. So when this card comes up, if this touches on your financial situation, I would say to practice more discipline when it comes to saving your money. You never know when a rainy day might come and when you might need to dish out some cash to, I don't know, for any kind of emergency. So with that being said, the third card I got for you was the Chariot reversed. When I see this card is a Cancer card. So you could be dealing with some kind of cancer. And it's funny that I chose the number 4 because in astrology, the 4th house, that's the Cancer house. So there's some kind of situation in which you're ready to move on from. But the Chariot reverse says, hold your horses. Before you go and move on, think more before you make any steps or take any, before you take any steps in any direction, because maybe that might not be the right thing. You need to think more about this situation. Before you leave this situation or this person in the past, really just think first. Like, am I making the right decision? Because once you make this decision, it could be that there's no going back. So with that being said, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'd really love to know what you think about it.
You are awesome because I know Stasia, and she says, yes, I'm an only parent, so family and home are always my priority. This really resonates. Professional overthinker.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm an overthinker too.
Yeah, I know that feeling myself. And she said, wow, thank you. Oh, so
no
glad
problem.
you joined us here. Thank you.
I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Yes, that was awesome. I wanted to say, if you're in Clubhouse, guys, I did pin a link up above, our YouTube link. I hope you'll hit subscribe because we have some amazing energy practitioners that join us every week and for a fun-filled hour, and it's totally free. And I just wanted to say, and then you can see the lovely Brenda Lynn herself. I mean, seriously, you're sick and you look awesome. So I just, I'm just saying. So, Stasia, can I ask, would you please give me, let me do a pull to refresh. Let me see.
Right.
I'm sorry. Could you please give me a number, Stasia, between 1 and 8? And I did a pull to refresh. And also, guys, feel free, if you pop in, I'll see you on YouTube, and I will include you in on the numbers in the feeds because I'm using Clubhouse and then I'm also using feeds. And I wanted to say welcome into Carrie and Diana and Gina. Hola, welcome. And I saw in Clubhouse Mahogany and Lisa joined us, Todd and Kalia and Kennedy and Simon and Jeanette. Guys, I've been sending invites down. I don't know if you're getting them or not for Simon and Janet and Chan, but I wanted you to know I did send you invites. Yay, lucky number 8, she says. So let me go pull to refresh. Now let's see. That would be Mahogany. Mahogany in Clubhouse. Are you there?
I am.
Welcome back, sweetheart. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Thank you. How are you?
Oh, I'm wonderful. It's Friday. I'm just looking for, I'm going to be on vacation next week. So,
oh my gosh, you too?
Are you too? Because another friend of mine is. It's like vacation week. I love it.
Gosh.
I love it. Well, Mahogany, this is Tarot Lynn Mahogany. And thank you, Stacia.
Hi, Mahogany. Welcome.
Thank
nice
you.
To hear your voice.
How are you?
Pretty good. Just feeling a little under the weather, but that's not stopping me from being happy and happy to be here. And
That's
just
right. Yes.
do some tarot. So it's
Awesome.
funny because when I heard your voice, the number 8 actually came to mind. So 8 is all about abundance. It's about power, authority. I don't know. Maybe you've been feeling more powerful lately. Maybe you've been like really exploring what you're capable of. So it's just making you feel empowered. Maybe you've been given some kind of powerful or authority position where you can exercise some kind of power and authority. Or maybe you've just been experiencing a lot of abundance of love, money, happiness. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sage this deck really quickly. And then we're going to get into it.
I want to see you shuffle those little teeny mini tarot cards.
Those are hard to shuffle.
They're cute.
They're so tough to shuffle. I have to just like mix them in my hand like this.
Yeah. Cute.
But quickly, just in case you guys didn't see, this is the little tiny tarot I have.
Yeah.
It's so tiny, like ridiculously tiny. But I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling now. Okay. Okay. So Mahogany, the first card I got for you was the King of Swords in an upright position. So it seems like there's some kind of Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini in your life. Very masculine energy here. So this could represent a man or it could represent you. But this is somebody who can be a professor, somebody who's really into just learning, and somebody who's super intelligent and really sharp with their mind. Just their mind alone, like when they talk to people, they can cause people to transform. They have this transformative vibe to them where like literally you learn so much with this person. But the downside of this person is that they can be a little cold, a little serious. Let me just look at the card for a little longer. I don't know. This is somebody who can also have a really sharp tongue. Like when they're upset, they might say things that they don't, that they don't mean, or they'll really try to like get at your insecurities or something they know that's going to destroy you. However, I feel like this person has some kind of influence in your life. They're going to help you with something. They might help you develop more in your career. This could be a father. This could be a boyfriend. Like I said, this could also even be you if you have like strong masculine energy. But yeah, this is a really good person to learn from. However, this person struggles with being affectionate and expressing their emotions, but they don't mean to be that way. That's just how they are. They're not trying to withhold affection or not express their feelings, but this is an area in which they could improve on. They're good with the intellectual aspect of everything, but they're not so good at the emotional, the feeling. Then you have the Emperor reversed. So this here is also strong masculine energy, Aries energy to be exact. And when it's reversed, this is somebody who has power, but this is somebody who can act in like really crooked ways. Somebody who could be a little corrupt. This is the wrong person to have in power because they're going to take advantage of that. There's probably somebody in your life who's taking advantage of you or exercising too much power in your life. Maybe they're being demanding. Maybe they're just abusive in some way. This is definitely somebody that you want to steer clear of because, they're just on a power trip and they don't care who they hurt. This is somebody who's willing to step on somebody just to get to the top. So if you have anybody like that in your life, I would say, steer clear of them. However, this could also be, this could also be you. Maybe you have this power to you, but you might not be using it in the right ways. Maybe you could do so much more with the power that you have. Maybe you could do a little less with the power that you have. All I know is that this is somebody who's really controlling. This is somebody who can be manipulative and who tries to get their way no matter what they have to do. So like I said, if you know anybody like this in your life and they fit the description, try to keep your distance. You've got the Six of Cups in the reverse position. The Six of Cups represents you feeling nostalgic, you thinking back on the past, but because it's in reverse, you're living in the past. You're thinking too much about the past. Maybe you're thinking about a relationship, wondering, hey, why didn't that work out? Or, maybe I was happier in my teen years. I wish I could return because I haven't been happy for a while. When I see this card, my best advice for you is to live in the present. Try meditation. Try to, I don't really like to tell people to fake it till they make it, but just look at the future as something that just has a lot of endless possibilities and potential to offer you. You never know what kind of happiness could come, a year from now, 6 months from now. So hold on tight, hang in there, because, the future has a lot in store and life is always going to have like these ebbs and flows. So, although it's good to think about the past and the memories, don't dwell on the past because that's where when we're in the past, they say that we have depression. And when you live too much in the future, they say that you have anxiety or you're really anxious. If you continue to think back on the past too much or just wish that you could rewind the time, you might just end up falling into patterns of depression, feeling sad, feeling unhappy with your current state in life. And that was my reading for you. I hope you enjoyed that. And I'd really love to know what you think.
Okay. Would you like some feedback?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Let me tell you exactly how my spirit team is yelling at me through you. There is a past relationship with a Gemini who will not let go. He was very narcissistic, very controlling. And I am in a very great spot in a very great and healthy relationship right now. And he just keeps popping up. He just won't go. And every time I talk to him, I do get nostalgic. And that's what I'm hearing where, that it's time to move on, time to let that go. Especially since I'm in something very, very healthy right now. It's not that I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to deal with him and his energy anymore. And I think maybe about 2 months into that past relationship, my spirit team started telling me, this is not going to work. And for a whole 2 years, I listened to them tell me, this is not working. This is not working. This is not working.
Wow.
And here it is almost 2 years later, and he still won't leave me alone.
Yep.
So yeah, you're gonna want to steer clear. I'm telling you, he hasn't changed because that came up in the reading. Not only did he come up in the King of Swords, definitely the Emperor reversed, very controlling, manipulative, trying to overpower or use their power for the wrong reasons. So I'm proud of you for staying away from that and deciding to just sit in your healthy situation now and keep that in the past. And I know it's
What
hard sometimes because like
it is. I think what I'm really gonna have to do is just like block him on everything.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I'm so happy you're in a healthy relationship.
Me too. Me too.
Yes.
There's nothing like getting out of a crappy situation and then getting into a situation where you're like, wow, I see why things didn't work out. I'm so happy now. There's nothing like that.
Yep.
It's the best feeling in the world.
I wasn't even trying to get into a relationship when I met the person I'm with now. I just happened to be sitting in the grass meditating and pop, there he was.
I love that. That's so awesome.
That's so cool. I like that. So Spirit was like, he's gonna just step into your life.
I love that. Mahogany, I'm so glad you came back. I hope I see you more often in here. I love your energy. I love everyone. There's so much love in this, isn't there? Right? Excuse me, guys. I just wanted to say
thank you so much.
Thank you, honey.
No problem.
If you're just joining us on the feed, please know you're listening to Tarot Lynn, and you can reach her on Instagram at tarot.lyn, Lyn. Is there another? I meant to ask you if you've created since we last talked. Is there any other way they can reach you, or should they just go through Instagram?
Instagram is the best way. I mean, I've created a personal like phone number so that people could reach me, maybe, set up a booking for a reading, and things like that. I can share that number with you if you want, because that's another way for people to get in contact with me. But the best way is through Instagram, because on my Instagram, I do my weekly love readings and general readings for all 12 zodiac signs. All of that stuff is free. The only thing I charge for is my personal readings.
You're awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Carolyn. And I just wanted to say thank you, Mahogany. And Mahogany, if I could I ask you please for a number between 1 and 8? 8's really popping up.
I am going to go with good old magician number 1.
Number 1. And this is awesome because I know that number 1 is Zanula, and she's in Cyprus. So I know it's really, really late there. Yay! Thank you so much, Mahogany. Zanula, welcome, honey. She says, good evening from Cyprus. Would love a reading, please.
Okay. It's from Cyprus. Wow. Okay. Wow, from Cyprus? That's wild. Okay.
Excuse me, guys.
So I'm just trying to look at your little picture really quick to see like what number comes through for me.
You know what? Let me make that bigger for you. There we go.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Okay. So the number that I'm getting is the number 7. So with the number 7, this is like mysterious vibes. This is, spiritual vibes. Like when I think about the number 7, I think of somebody like on their path of awakening, on their spiritual path, trying to learn themselves spiritually, trying to get in tune with the nature, trying to get in tune with their intuition. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is stuff that you're currently working on now, like spirituality. Maybe you're trying to learn about astrology, runes. There's so much. There's so much to learn and discover in spirituality. So whatever that is for you, I'm pretty sure you're like in a spiritual point in your life right now where you're putting more of an emphasis on that spiritual stuff. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sage my deck really quickly so that we can get started. Just let it burn a little bit. Just like to sage the space. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling. right? Okay. So the first card I got for you was the Knight of Cups in a reverse position. This gives me like strong masculine energy. And this is somebody who tries to get what they want by manipulating emotions. You know, this is someone who's very intuitive. This can be a Scorpio, a Cancer, a Pisces. And these people, they're emotional creatures, you know, naturally. So the one thing about water signs is that when it comes to intuition, they're born with it. They've got it. So this is somebody who tries to get what they want by manipulating you, by manipulating your emotions. This is probably someone who is interested in you as like a partner to have a relationship with you or something. And, you know, this was somebody who really knew how to get what they wanted out of you. But in the wrong ways, in ways that weren't so healthy, maybe ways that didn't make you feel the most comfortable. This is somebody who uses your emotions against you, somebody who is really quite selfish emotionally. You know, maybe this could be you as well. Maybe sometimes when you really want something, you try to get it by playing on people's emotions and by, you know, tapping into their emotions and really trying to get them to lean more in your favor and do things for you, or, you know, something along those lines. This doesn't necessarily make you a bad person, but this is somebody who's probably been through a lot in their childhood. So now they go about things in a bit of an unhealthy way. You know, when they really want something, like I said, they manipulate. They use people's feelings against them. So that's what I get with the Knight of Cups. Or this could even be somebody who's not sure emotionally. Maybe somebody who's emotionally all over the place. You know, they don't know if they want a relationship. They don't know if they want something casual. So if this represents anybody in your life currently, maybe somebody's seeking a relationship with you, I'd probably take it a little slow with this person, because the Knight of Cups in the reverse position is not really sure of what they want. But in the moment, they'll act like, oh my God, I'm ready for a relationship. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for that. But they really, really, really just don't know what they want. You've got the Fool in the reverse position. The Fool in the reverse position says new beginnings are going to come, but they're a bit delayed. Maybe there's something that you have to accomplish before there's some kind of new beginning. You know, there's some kind of new journey that you want to start. Maybe you're trying to move. Maybe you're trying to start a business. Maybe you're trying to go back to school. There's some kind of new journey that you're trying to begin. But the Fool reverse says, hold on a second. Make sure you've got your, make sure you've got your ducks in line before you go ahead and start, before you go ahead and initiate. There's still some things you have to learn. There's still some things you have to accomplish before you jump headfirst into this new beginning. And with the Fool reverse, it's important for you to be mindful of the consequences of initiating or starting something earlier than you should. If you're not ready to do something just yet, hold off on it. I know you're excited, but it's better to be prepared before you jump into something. This could be a relationship. This could be a business. This could be, like I said, you going back to school for something. There's still something that you have to figure out before you embark on this new journey. I've got the Page of Swords in the reverse position for you. The Page of Swords represents somebody who's quite young. This could be somebody young in your life. Maybe maybe a kid. And when the Page of Swords is reversed, this is somebody who can be quite mean. This is somebody who can, basically tear you up with their words. This is somebody who's angry, somebody who needs guidance, somebody who's misguided. So excuse me, when you encounter somebody like this, a young person, anywhere from the ages of, I would say 13 to like 25, this person is just projecting their emotions and their feelings onto other people. They, like I said, maybe didn't have the best upbringing, and they don't really know, they're really not quite sure how to behave in ways that are more positive to get what they want, or to maybe start a relationship with someone. Like, this could be somebody who, when they really like somebody, they're just really mean to them. They tease them. They just, because there's people like that out there, that when they're interested in you romantically, they'll tease you. They'll go about things in a way that you'll kind of start to feel like, does this person really like me? Or, they're kind of mean. So this person needs guidance. This person still has a lot to learn. This person can be an Aquarius, a Gemini, a Libra. And they just have a little more to learn, in terms of experience before they go out there into the world. So if this is anybody in your family, maybe this card came up because you're the perfect guide for them. You can put them under your wing and be like, hey, things don't have to be like this. Why don't you dive into spirituality? Why don't you try crystals? Why don't you talk about your feelings? Don't shut down. Don't be so mean. This is somebody who really needs guidance. And with that being said, that was my reading for you. I hope that you could resonate with that. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'd really like to know what you think.
Zanola said when you had mentioned about her being spiritual, and she said, yes, I am. And I know it's going on 3 a.m. in the morning, so we greatly appreciate you being here, honey. I appreciate you hanging in.
Thank
Yes.
you for joining.
Yes. Sometimes there's a delay in the feed, but know that we will check back if I know you got to be tired. I know you are tired. So I just want to say thank you so much, honey. And if you're still there, I would love it if you could please give us a number between 1 and 9 if you're still there, Zanola. And also, I just wanted to welcome in the clubhouse. Welcome into Janine and Deepak and Michaela. And in our feeds, I saw Eddie and Angel joined. And Angel said he's very happy that he saw you. I think you might know who Angel is.
Angel.
Mm-hmm. Got your last name.
Oh, that's
And he
my
found
dad.
you. Yeah. Oh, is
That's
it?
my-
Oh my.
Yeah, that's my dad. That's why I said Angel.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, Zanola says, thank you. It resonates. Yes, bedtime for me, ladies. And number 2, thank you, Zanola. Go get some sleep, beautiful. Okay. Cool to refresh. And number 2 in Clubhouse is dun, da, 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 Jamie. Jamie in Clubhouse. Are you there?
Yay!
Yay, Jamie. Guys, Jamie's
awesome.
she's one of our energy practitioners in the Divine I Am group. Oh my goodness, you have to check her out. And she also has a group called Channeling Works in Facebook. Highly recommend checking out. So yeah, Jamie, this is Teralyn, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie. Nice to meet you.
Huh? Nice to meet you.
Okay. Ooh, that number came right through. I heard your voice, and then I thought about the number 5. So the number 5, this is you're an individual most likely who's always evolving. You're always just, discovering new versions of yourself. You're probably always just changing. The number 5 is a number of change and transformation and instability. Maybe there's been a lot of times in your life where you haven't felt the most stable, where situations in your life haven't felt the most stable. So with that being said, I'm going to get into this reading. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle 5 times. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. So, Jamie, the first card I got for you was the Eight of Cups in the reverse position. So, I feel like you're, when I see this card, I feel like you're having trouble leaving something in the past. This could be a relationship with somebody. This can be, you know, leaving a situation in the past. Maybe something was done to you and it really cut you deep. It really hurt you. And you're finding it really, really hard to leave that in the past because number one, you have self-love. So for you, it's like, I can't believe I went through that. I can't believe that was done to me. I can't believe that my relationship with somebody has changed. This is a card of struggling with letting go. Struggling with maybe forgetting something, maybe something's just always on your mind, some kind of situation, some person. You're probably trying to figure out what happened, what went wrong, and it's killing you. So this is why there's a bit of an inability to kind of let something go. Not that you're not capable of letting things go, but it seems like this person or this situation meant a lot to you. And for it to turn out the way it did was quite disappointing to you. But we have the Ten of Swords in a reverse position here. And this is a great card because it basically indicates that you're healing from a situation. You're healing from a betrayal. You're healing from all the hurt you've been through. You're at a point in your life where you look back on that hurt and you're like, wow, I learned from it. It made me who I am. And I'm grateful for it because I feel like I'm stronger. I feel like I know better. And the knives are literally falling out of your back. So you probably feel a sense of relief. Like, I'm glad that's behind me. I'm glad I went through what I went through and I'm no longer dealing with it. So this is a great thing to see in a reading. One more thing about the Ten of Swords. So you're looking forward to the future. You're really looking forward to the future. You're like, you know what? The past is the past. I went through what I went through. But I've got my eyes on the future because I know that there's great things to come. And I know that I still have so much life to live. I still have so much to learn. There's no point in dwelling on certain, situations. You've got the Lover's card upright. So with the Lover's card upright, this indicates some kind of soulmate connection. So I feel like after you went through this painful situation and after you started healing and stuff like that, you could have possibly attracted your soulmate, or you could have found somebody that you really vibe with on a deep level. This is also a Gemini card, so I wouldn't be surprised that there's some kind of Gemini in your life that's bringing you happiness, that maybe you could be working with a Gemini, because this card doesn't necessarily have to mean a soulmate relationship. It could mean that you're collaborating with somebody on a business. You guys work together so well. You guys understand each other so well. So in a way, it's kind of like a relationship. This is two opposing forces. Well, I wouldn't say opposing forces, but two, like for example, there's a male and female here. They're coming together. Two opposite sides of the spectrum coming together and becoming one. I really love to see this card because I just feel like it has a lot of love to it, a lot of understanding, a lot of, indications of a healthy relationship, a relationship in which two people understand each other. Yeah, there might be differences and certain things that might divide you guys at times, but that doesn't keep you away from this person. You guys always find a way to work things out and talk about things and come back together as one. And that was my reading for you. I'd love to know what you thought about that. Me personally, I thought it was thumbs up. So I can't wait to hear what you say.
It was awesome. Yeah, I did have a past friendship that kind of blew up in my face. but it was a learning curve for me. So that you hit that right on the head. And then I was just thinking too, there's a couple of Geminis in my life that I can be doing some business with, and I'm moving, actually physically moving. So
awesome.
moving on to bigger and better things.
As the Eight of Cups says.
Yes, it was great. Great reading. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your feedback. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you too.
Thank
Okay,
you,
thanks.
Jamie. And I wanted to ask you, we're coming up on the hour. Did you have time for one more reading? You let me know,
Absolutely.
honey. Are
Yeah.
you sure? Okay.
Absolutely.
Let me just check. Jamie,
Mm-hmm.
I have 9 people on the feeds, and I was wondering if you could pick me a number, please.
Sure. Number 7.
Number 7. Thank you so much, honey.
Lucky number 7.
All right.
Yay. Okay, let's go in.
Okay.
That would be, oh my goodness. It's your dad.
It's my
It's
dad.
your daddy.
He said, I found you. That's crazy because his favorite number is 7. So, wow. Universe.
Oh my goodness. So nice to meet you. So nice to meet you, Mr.
Wow.
Marbe. Oh my
It's
goodness.
my dad.
I love that.
He said, I found you.
Oh, I love that.
Ah, that's so funny. Okay. So 7. All right. Let me see.
That's so sweet. You want me to blow it up again?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me do that. Bing.
That's a really old picture of him, but he still looks the same. So let's see. I don't know, but I'm getting like I'm getting the number 9 really strongly, and I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like this is a time of a lot of learning for him. You know, I feel like he's gaining a lot of wisdom. Maybe passing that wisdom on to others, you know, trying to teach other people certain things that he's learned throughout the years. Number 9 is also, you know, for me, because I think about the number 9 and I equate it with Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is always trying to learn and explore. So I feel like maybe he's at a point in his life where he's, you know, learning a lot and just exploring more of him and more of life. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the deck 9 times.
While you're doing that, I just wanted to welcome in Fredo into Clubhouse. And if you're new, guys, in Clubhouse, that link pinned above, the YouTube link, is where you can see the beautiful and extremely talented Brenda Lynn, Tarot Lynn, aka. And I hope you'll share out this room, or if you could subscribe, or anything you can do to share out this platform, we'd greatly appreciate it. We have so many wonderful energy practitioners like Tarot Lynn that are on here weekly offering up a free hour of their time. And next week, we won't be airing on the public channels, but you can reach us on our Facebook. We have a private Facebook group called the Divine I Am Broadcast Network, and you'll see a bunch of beautiful energy practitioners in there as well. Highly recommend checking that out if you're on Facebook, guys. Especially connect with Tarot Lynn on Instagram. Oh my God, you're on fire. And this is you not feeling well.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really not feeling the best, but
yeah, I appreciate you. We do, honey.
Thank you. That means a lot for me to hear. So, thank you, because I'm not up here. I'm losing my words here, but
I do it often. I do it often.
I just lost what I was gonna say, but okay. So this is interesting because this is my dad's reading.
I love it.
And all right, he's got 2 major arcanas. So first of all, major arcanas, the spiritual world is at work in your life. These are things that, yeah, you have control over your life and control over your destiny, but to a certain extent, there's some things that are out of your control. So he's got the Fool card in the reverse position, and the Fool card represents, a new journey. But when it's in the reverse, this represents a delay to something new, a delay to a new beginning. For me, I know that my parents are currently looking for a house. So I feel like when I see the Fool in reverse, maybe there's certain things that they have to get done, or certain things that they have to learn about before they just jump into buying a new house or things like that. This card says maybe you're getting a little too excited about something, and your excitement is keeping you away from studying or learning about the consequences behind jumping into this endeavor, jumping into this new beginning. Your excitement is just blinding you. It's just causing this forward motion. And, this card says, hold on a second. I know you're excited, but, dot your I's, cross your T's, there's still some work to be done. Really make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you know what you're jumping into, because you don't want to get hit with any surprises or anything unpleasant. He's got the Star card in the upright position. The Star card is, personally one of my favorites because it's the Aquarius card. So when I see this card, I feel like my dad is feeling more hopeful. He's feeling more creative. He's feeling more in tune with himself. This is a card of feeling like inspired. Maybe he's feeling inspired to do things differently. Maybe he's feeling inspired to teach others things, or to pass on his wisdom and his knowledge to others. This is also a card of, I feel like, balance, because you see, like, she has one foot in the water, and while she's pouring the water here, she's also watering the land. So, being balanced, and how do I put this? Being balanced, and like there's this feeling of mutual love, mutual respect. Like, look, the water is being watered, but the earth is also being watered. Like, he's pouring into himself and pouring back out to other people. So a good balance of, like I said, pouring into you, but also pouring into others around you, the people that you value, the people that you care about, the people that you love. I would encourage him to dive more into his creativity, because, this is a card of him feeling inspired. Whatever you're feeling inspired to do currently, why don't you just do it? Jump into it. Use your creativity. Use your feeling of, being hopeful for the future to help you start this, and help you to use your creativity to the best of your ability. You got the Knight of Cups reversed. So like I said, this card represents Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And with the Knight of Cups reversed, actually, like, I really got to think about this one. The Knight of Cups reversed. The Knight of Cups reversed shows me that somebody is not going to be genuine with him. Somebody is going to try to play on his emotions. Somebody's going to try to get really close to him, just using his emotions. And, he might be blindsided. Somebody might just trying to be using him. And maybe he doesn't see this. But this is somebody who is going to use the emotions and the heart to get to him, just to get something out of him, or just to, how do I put this? Just to use him for their own motives, for their own, whatever they got going on. So he's going to want to be aware of that, because this person's going to use love, emotions, and all that good stuff to just try to get to him. And with that being said, that was his reading. I hope he enjoyed it. And I'd like to know what he thought about that. Hopefully it was good.
I love it. I love that he's on the feed and that Jamie selected him. That's so awesome.
And the number 7, because that's his favorite number. So I'm like, whoa.
Well, get out. I love it. Yeah, guys, if you're just joining, please know you can reach Tarot Lynn at tarot.lyn, Lyn on Instagram. Please, if anything resonates, connect with her. Highly recommend. I mean, this is her not feeling well and on fire tonight. And he said, wow.
Thanks,
Aw.
Dad.
And then he said, what a reading. Aw.
What a reading. Ah.
I love it. I love it, guys. Yeah, I just wanted to say we're gonna have to talk down the road, but I'd love to have you. Well, we talked about it before. I'd love to have you back on again.
But
And
one thing before we go,
mhm.
maybe we should tell my dad, if he knows my Cash App, because it's just a joke between him and I, and he uses it a lot. So I'm trying to use it on him now. You know my Cash App.
Oh my God, I love it. Okay, guys. So I hope you enjoyed tonight. Thank you so very much, Brenda Lynn. I really
No
greatly
problem.
appreciate it. And I know everyone else did. And please know if you didn't receive a reading tonight, I know I received one. It just resonated with me. And so if anything resonated for you, please take that and know it was meant for you because you were here in this now moment. So, and that goes for replay watchers and podcast listeners, guys. So thank you again. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Hit that subscribe button, notification bell. Like I said, we have other beautiful energy practitioners that come onto our channel, whatever platform you're on. And yeah, everybody's saying thank you in the feeds. Thank you. And
Thank you.
so much
And
love
thank you
to you.
for, providing this platform for all the energy healers to share their work and their magic. Like, I'm super grateful for it.
Oh, it is my pleasure. I honestly love what I do. I love working with the people that are offering energy healing in any type of form. And
Yeah.
what you just did was just amazing. So thank you. I appreciate you very much.
Super
And
grateful for you as well.
thank you, honey. Everyone have a wonderful weekend and we will see you back again. Much love to you all. Take care. Mwah.
Definitely.
And you take care. Mwah.
Thank you. I'm about to take a nap soon.
Yes.
I'm tired.
Please do. Thank you, sweetheart. Bye-bye, guys. Mwah.